So it's my distinct honor and pleasure to be Illinois Trial Lawyer President, but this is not the time for remarks for me. It's more about someone else. It's about our immediate past president, Mark Prince, who I describe today as having the last year of that of a king, because you did, Mark. You absolutely slayed it, crushed it. So what you have to understand, what I have in front of me right now, I have like a run of show. I know what's going to happen next, I know what will happen after that, and there's a short description of everything that's going to happen. And what it says right now for me to do is Tony Romanucci introduce Mark Prince and present Obelisk. Now, if you know me well enough, I have the attention span sometimes of a squirrel. Other times I can concentrate for hours and hours and hours. But I look at the word obelisk and I said, what does it really mean? What does it stand for? And I know what it stands for, Mark. I do. And I'll show you very soon. What is an obelisk? Well, it's a symbol, and it's underneath here. It's a piece of stone, it's a rock that's shaped in an octagonal way. And what it really means for what you've done, Mark, it's a symbol of a rock, of a piece of a mountain. The piece of a mountain that you moved, that you took this organization in a direction in this past year that very, very few have ever done. Really, this symbol, this obelisk, is indeed the mountain that you moved. But although you did it this past year, you did not do it alone. You did it on the backs of all those past presidents that Jimmy read off that were here today. There is no way this organization runs on one. It runs the way I like it to run, and that's as a team. That's together. We climb on each other's backs, we carry each other, and that's what you did. You asked for help, we gave you help, and we did it all together. And if that's the lesson that we can learn from you, Mr. Prince, that's the lesson I'll take into my year. So come up here.
Tony alluded to it. Everybody is aware of this. We had a really good year, I think. And I say we, not I. We. Everything that happens is part of a team. We're a team. Some days we're better well-oiled than other days, but we always get the job done. And paths have been blazed for us by our past presidents. They have set the stage. They've actually set the bar, and they've set the bar very high. Nobody can do this alone. I would also add, nobody can do it for more than a year. It's pretty hard. My wife, I've told this story before, some of you have heard it. About a month ago, my wife is probably the sweetest person that I've ever met. I do sometimes question her judgment. She married me when I was 19 years old. That was 36 years ago. And to my amazement, every night when I go home, the door is unlocked and I am welcomed into the house. Thank you. Love you. She is part of the team. She has put up with a lot for me over the years. Don't do that. Many more years too, you know. She said last week to me, she says, Mark, you're smiling a lot. Ear to ear smiles, you're happy. You're not grumpy. You're fun to be around again. And I said, baby, I'm down to my final week. But wait for 2 weeks from now and you'll be asking me, when are you going back to Springfield or Chicago? I need a break. So, it's going to be a while. I'm just going to take a couple of minutes here. We started out and we got rid of a governor who is not our friend. The last shot we kind of got to take at that former governor is in November at the veto session. We overrode his mandatory veto on a bill that John Scanlon worked so hard to get through the legislature. The purpose of that bill was to increase the caps on the court of claims limits from $100,000 to $2 million. That's good for us. But the purpose for us doing this is even better. It's because of all the deaths and injuries at Quincy homes for our veterans. It applies retroactively so that they're covered with this. I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of the work John did. I'm very proud of Jim Collins and all of our lobbyists and all of our staff members in Springfield that led the charge to override Browner's mandatory veto. As of the veto session last year, the Court of Claims cap is now $2 million. It's not $100,000. Thank you to everyone who has helped. Everybody in this room is important to pushing the ball forward for our clients, and that's what it's about. It's about our clients. So, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to serve this last year as your president. It has truly been one of the most treasured professional deals that I have done. So, all right. Thank you.